Hello. My name's Idalia.
I'm Philippe. This is Wednesday Night Hop, March, level 1, week 1, 2016. Yeah.
And we did
Charleston.
20s Charleston.
We did 20s Charleston. We focused kind of on the early stuff, some styling, some fun moves and some turns. Yeah, let's start with the footwork.
Yes.
So our Charleston footwork, I'll face you guys. For leads, I'm going to start by standing on my right foot. My left foot is free, and I'm going to start by going back.
Followers are gonna have their weight on their left foot and be ready to move on their right foot.
Yeah. So 20s Charleston, the rhythm is touch, step, touch, step. So we're just going to start with that first touch, and it's going to be back. So we're going to go touch and step and touch and step. So a touch means that it's not a full weight transfer, but we put a little bit of pressure on that. Touch and step, touch and step. Then we changed the footwork a little bit, and we added some swooping with the leg. So our leg is kind of long, and it sort of arcs around in sort of a C shape, and then another C, so like two interlocking C's, kind of like this.
It's also really important to have a pulse, right? We talked about this pulse. We're connecting with the music, and that's the difference between this, right, and then this.
Yeah, we want to feel that rhythm in our body. So we've got pulse, 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 pulse.
We also want to move our arms and counter body movement, meaning the opposite arm and leg are moving at the same time.
So when my left leg goes back, my left arm goes forward. And I want this to kind of be even. I want to even it out. I don't want to exaggerate it in any direction. Yeah.
It's pretty natural, I guess, when you're walking down the street.
Touch and step. Yeah. So the other thing we did is we did a little repeater kind of step. So instead of alternating between touches and steps, we did 3 touches in a row. So here we've got touch and step, and touch, 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 step, touch, 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 step. So the way that we did this was we just kept our body in place and only swung our leg. Yeah? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Then we partnered this. We got connected up with our partner. So for 20s, we kind of want to have this connection where my hand is sort of wrapped on Idalia's shoulder blade right here. Our arms are really connected nicely, sort of draped.
It's just relaxed on top of the bicep.
And then with this arm, I'm sort of providing a little bit of a shelf. Idalia's sort of hanging on to my hand.
Yeah, and we talked about having this sort of C-shaped or a hook, right? And I just kind of rest my arm there. I'm not really holding my arm up there. I'm just relaxing it. If Philippe were to let go, my arm would drop.
Yeah, and then once we're moving, we actually create a little bit more tone in our arms to create a frame for 20s Charleston, and that'll help us with maintaining the distance between each other as we move forward and back. So the way this will look is we're going to start just like we did on our right leg, and then we're going to go touch and step, touch and step. So notice that our bodies stay about the same distance away from each other. We're doing that by sort of keeping a little bit of tone in our upper body and our frame.
Yeah, and this is kind of also helping me stay in this frame. If I didn't have this, I might be eager to go like this, right? But since I have this arm here, it's stopping me from collapsing into my partner.
This kind of links us together, yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
So, and that lets us do the repeaters. Do, da. Touch, 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 step. And then we did a turn, and the turn looked like this. When we stepped back, we prepped by twisting into it a little bit. So that's the touch and
There's
step.
Some pressure in the arm. Followers are going to step down the line with their right foot, touch, step with the left.
It's important that I come forward so that we have to keep the same distance.
And then pivot.
And step, touch. So at normal speed, it's going to look like this.
Touch, turn, touch, turn.
And it's important that I keep that movement of back and forward, forward and back, so we stay the same distance away and we don't get too far away from each other. We don't have to catch each other.
All right. And then the last thing that we did was a little kick. So just a little styling. Just across your body to the left, your follower.
And if you look at it from this side,
kick.
We just offset
a
little
bonus,
bit.
you can try to do a little swoopy, kick, but if not, just a touch and a kick cross.
Notice we sort of offset a little bit extra so we wouldn't be kicking ourselves in the shins. Yeah.
No kicking.
No kicking. See you next week.
All right, Charleston 30s next week. Ciao.